This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Wednesday, June 24th, 2026, in the morning. Today, we analyze the collapse of critical info-stealer infrastructure, the rise of agentic financial fraud in AI marketplaces, and significant developments in quantum-resistant encryption. We also cover news on Bunny DNS, Swift Package Index, and foundational physics reasoning. Microsoft's Digital Crimes Unit has executed a coordinated operation to dismantle the command and control infrastructure behind the StealC and Amadey info stealers. By blocking domains essential to these services, the initiative has severed the communication pipelines used by cybercriminals to exfiltrate credentials and session tokens from compromised machines. This operation targeted the service delivery model that allows low-skill actors to deploy high-impact malware. This is a significant disruption to the current cybercrime as a service market, forcing operators to rebuild their network-level backbones from scratch. Unit 42 has released a critical analysis of the OpenClaw marketplace, identifying a sophisticated supply chain threat within AI agent ecosystems. Malicious actors are embedding deceptive skills within the platform that bypass automated security scanners. Once deployed, these agents execute unauthorized agentic financial fraud by automating transactions under the guise of legitimate task processing. This discovery highlights the volatility of third-party AI skill repositories. It serves as a stark warning. As we shift toward autonomous AI agents, the security of our financial systems now depends on the integrity of the code marketplace, not just the user-facing application. President Trump has signed an executive order directing federal agencies to accelerate the transition to post-quantum cryptography. This directive mandates a standardized migration path to protect sensitive United States government data from future quantum decryption capabilities. This transition aims to prevent harvest now, decrypt later tactics, where adversaries store encrypted current-day traffic to unlock it once quantum computing reaches maturity. This marks a pivot towards systemic hardening of national infrastructure against long-term cryptographic obsolescence. Bunny.net has announced that Bunny DNS is now free to the public. The stated goal is to provide faster, more resilient internet infrastructure to the global community. By removing the cost barrier for managed DNS services, this move incentivizes broader adoption of high-performance routing, potentially improving overall internet response times for decentralized applications and small-scale web projects. The Swift Package Index team has officially joined Apple. This move integrates one of the primary discovery and documentation engines for the Swift ecosystem directly into Apple's internal development infrastructure. For the Swift developer community, this indicates a commitment to centralizing and stabilizing the tooling used for package management. We expect deeper integration between the package index and future iterations of the Swift programming language and Xcode development environments. Semiconductor Engineering has published a report on the concept of continuous physics reasoning. This framework defines how foundation models can be trained to reason natively over physical structures. By utilizing solver-grade deterministic logic, these models move beyond predictive text generation to simulate physical manufacturing resolutions. This is a signal from the future of design, where AI agents do not just hallucinate blueprints, but verify them against physical laws in real time, significantly reducing the iteration time for hardware development. Community sentiment remains fixated on the practicalities of the AI transition. First, the discussions regarding the cost efficiency of FP8 tensor cores versus traditional FP64 floating point math continue to dominate hardware forums, as engineers seek to maximize throughput on hardware like the Blackwell Ultra units. Second, the medical community is closely watching REGENXBIO's attempt to secure FDA approval for their Duchenne gene therapy, viewing the regulatory negotiation process as a bellwether for future genomic medicine timelines. Third, there is growing apprehension regarding the AI-human bottleneck in data center construction. Even with billions in funding, the physical shortage of skilled labor to assemble high-density server clusters is slowing down the deployment of new AI infrastructure. Finally, emerging tools like the Tupper Sandbox for running untrusted AI code locally are gaining traction, reflecting the community's pivot toward isolation-first architectures to mitigate the risk of malicious agent output.